Episode 1. Mary cried out hours later in Daniel's bedroom as he thrust into her from behind. She clung to the bed's headboard, her knees sinking into the plush mattress. He held her waist tightly, spanking her repeatedly, driving into her. This had become her life, in exchange for Aunt Linda's life. Mary gently pushed her palm against the back of her client, pressing with a few fingers and stroking in a way that made him feel relaxed. This was the only job she had, but it still wasn't enough to meet the needs of her sick aunt. At times she felt envious of her co-workers who seemed to earn more after their shifts. She sighed and finished the massage. Her client smiled and gave her a tip before leaving. She hoped he would return. Mary glanced at her co-worker, Rachel, who was lounging in the staff area. It was their break and they had no clients at the moment. Rachel laughed. "Wow, that extra service of mine was great." Mary frowned slightly. "What extra service are you talking about?" Rachel was always cheerful and always had cash. Mary couldn't help but feel curious. This place wasn't like regular massage centres. It catered to wealthier people and operated in secrecy. That made her uneasy, but the pay was slightly better. Rachel smirked. "You know, aside from the massage, kissing the client, touching him, maybe even giving him some heat or for a big fee." Mary froze. She knew what Rachel meant. "You do that?" she asked, shocked. "Yes." "Got a problem?" Rachel raised a brow. "You need money, right? These rich guys spend like crazy. If it feels good, they'll pay thousands. No one here will stop you. You're alone in the room." Mary didn't reply. Rachel leaned closer. "Try it. You're beautiful. Don't be shy. Everyone's doing it. You're the only one who doesn't know." Mary went home that evening with medication her aunt needed. Her salary covered just that and their meals. She found Aunt Linda in pain in the living room and rushed to her side. "Where does it hurt?" she asked, worried. "I'm okay, Mary." Aunt Linda said weakly, her lips pale. "No, you're not," Mary insisted, helping her into the bedroom. "I got your medicine." "You could use your money for yourself or school," Aunt Linda said softly. Mary shook her head. "I'd rather struggle if it means you stay alive." Tears welled in Aunt Linda's eyes. Mary didn't let herself cry. Aunt Linda wasn't her blood relative, yet she raised her and gave her a home when no one else did. Now her relatives had abandoned her, calling her misfortune karma. Mary couldn't forgive them, but she wouldn't let Aunt Linda suffer alone. "Rest, Aunt Linda. Don't worry about me." She gave her the medicine, kissed her forehead, and stepped out, wiping away a tear. Work started at 6 p.m. The boss was present today, smiling more than usual. "Some wealthy young men are coming tonight," the boss announced. "They're billionaires. Impress them. Make them want to return." Rachel grinned. "Understood. I'll make sure they leave smiling." Mary swallowed hard. The boss seemed excited. "They'll each be assigned a therapist. Make them happy." Mary gathered her massage supplies. She wasn't going to offer extras. She'd decided. When the 5 young men arrived, Mary stayed near the prep area. Her boss looked thrilled as she greeted them. The door to one of the rooms opened. "Mary, your client is here," her boss said, stepping in with a tall man. "Make sure to satisfy him with your service." Mary nodded. "Yes, ma'am." When the man walked in, Mary froze a bit. He was tall, handsome, and smelled amazing. His presence made her nervous. He followed instructions and lay on his stomach, a towel covering his lower half. As Mary's palm touched his back, a strange jolt ran through her. That's good," he murmured. She forced herself to focus and finished the massage. As she packed up, he sat up and looked at her. "I thought there were extra services here," he said. Mary quickly. "I don't offer that, sir. Just massages." "Oh, so the rumours are false," he said casually. He stood. Mary looked away, feeling awkward. "Some of the other therapists might, but not me," she explained. He smiled. "What if I want you to give me an extra service? I'll pay." Mary froze. Her heart pounded. He placed some bills on the table. "That's my payment. I want a kiss." He stepped closer and gently grabbed her arm. "Will you take the money for a kiss?" Mary thought of Aunt Linda. She might not get a tip if she said no. It was just a kiss, and she doubted this man would come again. She gave in. Mary held his shoulders and stood on tiptoe to kiss him. She thought would be it, but her eyes widened in shock when he pulled her closer and, "To be continued. Drop your comments and subscribe if you want episode 2.